Welcome back to Naruto Anime Re-Review, Part 5. This is discussing 7 episodes, 51, 57. We're getting pretty close to wrapping up the Chunin exam arc. Now, I forgot to I kind of forgot this happened. I thought the battle between Choji and the guy from the Hidden Sound happened in the last episode. Nope, it actually happened just at the start of 51. And it's really quick. Like I said before, it's about 2 minutes. Really quick. He turns to his ball, plays the sound, done. And then once that's over with, we're now down to pretty much about 9 genin. We're down to Sasuke, Naruto, Shikamaru, Neji, the 3 Sand siblings, 1 member of the Hidden Sound. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, Shino. Can't forget Shino. If I remember correctly, the Hokage said 5 Hidden Leaf, 3 Sand, and 1 member of the Hidden Sound Village. Yeah, the Sand is the Sand siblings. Sound is basically the one guy. People from the Hidden Leaf: Naruto, Sasuke, Shino, Shikamaru, and Neji. Yep, that's all of them. And they all draw lots. And the first match is going to be Naruto versus Neji. This is something that, well, I think Naruto definitely didn't want this one. We have Shikamaru versus Tamari. We have what looks like to be, let's see, I think it's Shino versus Kankuro. Yeah, that's one of the matches. I'm trying to remember who was the other one. It was the guy from Hidden Sound versus Gaara, and of course the 1 of 2 opponent, of course being Sasuke. Yeah, and that's it for basically for opponents. Though in the case of Hidden Sound guy, like as soon as it's like, of course, well we have okay, yeah, the third round takes place in 1 month, and they all ask the obvious question: why 1 month? Because that's long to take all the summons out, all the communication out. Okay, like I think for some of them, basically, it's like for Neji's perspective, that's perfectly understandable because he's from a clan. Everyone else, like, really? It really takes that long to send all the communication out, and probably not. And the Hokage is like, yep. And well, 1 month. So Naruto wants to go train with Kakashi. Kakashi says no. He's gonna train with Sasuke. He's gonna train with Iburu. Yes, making his first appearance since the second episode of the series. And he pops up at the end of episode 51, is there 52, and well, he pops up 53, and that's it for him for quite a while. I think he's absent for pretty much the rest of the series up until the show of Shippuden. He basically first chases Naruto on the Hidden Leaf, then after we catch him, we chase him some ramen, then it's like, okay, try out the walking across the water. Okay. He says he's got the hang of it, and then he spots an old man peeping. Yeah, this actually is Jiraiya. And he's taken out pretty easily. And then Naruto starts stalking the old man. Of course, he refers himself as the Mountain Sage. He's basically referred to as Perfect Sage. Even though this is Jiraiya. Of course, he doesn't know this is Jiraiya until like the last episode of the 7 episodes. Yep. So, and Iburu has no problem with Jiraiya taking over the training because, well, he doesn't like Naruto very much, so there's that. So, first they try the water. And basically the reason why he's not able to get it right because of the basically another seal that Orochimaru basically faced on. And this is the first time for now I'm sure that Jiraiya has probably heard about the 19th fox being sealed inside of a child. I don't think he suspected to be Naruto per se, but he did suspect somebody. And he's like, oh, this is the seal. Huh, there's an extra seal here. Must have been Orochimaru do it. So he basically, of course, Naruto does is when he shit down to his underwear because he didn't want to get wet. So he does this. He turns off the extra seal, and well, then he gets it right. And okay, now we're gonna try a super cool jutsu, but you have to basically drain all your normal chakra. Like first, well, he tries no way, that doesn't work, and he comes to a more quick way. Shadow Clone Jutsu, where he proceeds to beat himself up for about a whole day, and then he tries to summon. Then he basically forms a contract, a summoning contract with a toad, summon toad. So basically, he just bites a piece of his skin off to basically form some blood, basically his thumb. writes his name in his blood, signs it with his fingerprints, and well, then he's supposed to summon the toad, and he tries for a long period of time. He doesn't finally succeed in summoning a toad until the final episode of these 10 episodes, where he just summons Boss Toad. Yep, this guy. This guy actually pops up in the very next arc of the series. And I think he pops up 2 or 3 times after this in this series. He pops up a little bit more in Shippuden, but he's a funny character. Of course, Naruto basically spends first how he gets to summon him is that Jiraiya, like, okay, he's getting tired of like 3 weeks to try the summoning. And like, okay, throw him down the chasm. Then Naruto basically just summons him via basically his hand on the air. That's how they summon him. And they get it out. And after he says, "Oh yeah, I'll make you my henchman," he's like, "I'll make you should be my master because I summoned you." He's like, "Nah." He doesn't really believe him because he thinks it's Jiraiya. Of course, that's when Naruto figures out that the Perry Sage is Jiraiya. He doesn't know much about Jiraiya aside from his name and the fact he's a pervert. Oh yeah, and also they have this thing about constant bathing that purify the mind. After basically running his back all day, he just drops up at the hot spring, and that's let's say Boss Toad until the very next arc. Now, as the case everybody else was up to, Sakura is mopey because what happened in the preliminary rounds with Ino. So she goes to buy a flower for Sasuke, and he's like, "Oh, a second flower? Who's that for?" He's just desperate. He's like, "No, it's for Lee." She's like, "Oh, that's nice." So she buys a rose for Sasuke, and they go see Sasuke. Naruto tries to see him. He's like, no one's let us see him. Oh yeah, and also this is because after like Orochimaru told Kabuto to kidnap Sasuke, he tried but he failed. Though he was able to take out some Amba Black, specifically pointed by Kakashi. Like, how the heck he figured out? Of course, he kind of figured out. He kind of let them figure out that he was in fact he was not really. He was just a spy. They suspect for Orochimaru. They also reveal that his last name, he's in fact the son of the head of the medical corps, which they later reveal she's actually dead. Yeah, she died. That was actually revealed to be part of a group of the Ambu Black Ops that she was part of. A part of the group that was actually not, let's just say, doesn't answer to the Hokage, it answers to some idiot. Though they don't explain about this until Shippuden. Yeah, I'll explain about that when I get to Shippuden. So they basically go see Sasuke, and they go see Sasuke, and he's not there. Where he is, well, he's later seen on top of Mount when Kakashi's climbing the mountain one-handed, because he had one on top of his back. Like, maybe I'm getting too old, and of course, he opens up the first gate to let him jump up forward, and he gets to the top, and he runs into Sasuke. What do they do up there? Well, I'm not going to reveal to the next 10 episodes what they're up to. So, in the case that then they couldn't find it, so they look at Rock Lee and had the same reaction. Nurse like, "Oh no, the patient's missing," but he's not run away. He's just outside exercising, which, based on his injuries, he shouldn't be exercising. And then, of course, well, then he wakes up and he sees that there's a flower left behind for him. Possibly by Sakura. And of course Sakura and Ina go back mopey. As of what Shino was up to, Shino was training with Kiba and Kurenai. Hanada's watching. Who she's watching, I don't know if she's watching Shino or she's watching Naruto. They don't specifically say who she's watching. Also, they reveal in the last episodes that Hanada had been watching Naruto this whole time. And Naruto was actually quite surprised by that. I don't think he had a really big problem with it at all. No, he didn't mind people watching him. At least she didn't watch it when he bathed. And what about Team 10? Well, they're training up Shikamaru. And after every training, barbecue. I'm like, where the heck does Ashima keep all his money for all this barbecue he's buying Choji? Yeah, one of the times Ino and Sakura comes across them for one of the 2 times they go for barbecue. As for the Sand siblings, well, they're told that, well, thanks to their sensei, who reveals that the Sand and Sound are basically an alliance, they're taking a hidden leaf. They reveal the reason why for this in a flashback, that because some daimyo, which they don't really care for, they describe as an idiot, where he gives assignments that's supposed to go to Hidden Sand, go to Hidden Leaf. And he also cut their budget in that number of shinobi they had. So they say that the Kazakage former Lions of Hidden Sound. It's actually quite more difficult to explain that. They explain this more at the end of the Hidden Leaf Crush arc, which is the very next arc of this one. And of course, Gaara basically stands outside, does nothing. Yes, of course, the only thing he necessarily did is to kill that member from the Sound Village, which they don't have a problem with it at all. With him dead, that means there's only 4 matches. Yep, only 4 matches. Yeah, there was 10, but the only reason why there's 9 because Ino and Sakura went to a draw. And that's it. Yeah, that's... Oh yeah, and also Neji and Tenten are training. Though Neji and Tenten basically exhausted. Though at least he doesn't disrespect her like he does disrespect Naruto. Though he gets straightened out in the very next set of episodes. Yeah, but not much to say about this. Good episodes. Definitely looking forward to the rest of this arc. Now, I'm definitely going to do Freezing soon. I'm not going to do it right now. Normally I would. But I want to get another book. I want to get one more light novel done first before I get a chance to start the anime Freezing. Plus, I'm going to get to where they actually left off in the manga. Where they stopped and then watched the anime. That round might not happen today. It might happen today, it may happen tomorrow, but who knows, okay? There's the next video. Oh yeah, the next video will be One Piece, okay? Bye.